Okay, this is a quick, rather informal tour of how to do Google Earth. Now, our objective for this next lesson is you're going to create a quick tour, a descriptive tour of the Kaaba and the Dome of the Rock. And it's hoped that you can add to your tour as we continue to explore the Islamic Empire. So we have Google Earth open right now, and here is the United States. And you can zoom in, zoom out, you can control it here. But first what we're going to do is we're going to make a folder. And first thing you are going to do is you're going to add folder, and you're going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it Islam Tour, okay? Like it's a rock band. And there's Islam Tour. And I'm going to put all of my place marks in there to help make the tour. First, let's find the Kaaba. Okay, but first, you know what? Let's make a place mark right here. And we're just going to call it 1. That's all we're going to call it. And so you have 1. You have 1 inside the Islam Tour. Now, we're going to scroll over to Saudi Arabia. We all know where that is, right? And there it is. I think you'll be able to see some old place marks. And so the next scene will be this one. So we will add a place mark, and we're going to call it 2. And let's see if we can move it. Are we able to move it? Yeah, we can move it. And we named it 2. Okay. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit more. And let's see if we can find why this is all checked off. Let's see if it's here. Yeah. These are all checked off from a previous search. So if you've made place marks before, they're going to show up in this particular search. Okay, and I wanted to just show you what it looked like without them. Okay, so let me close this one as well, Arabian Peninsula. You can see I've been practicing quite a bit. And so now, why don't we put in Mecca and see where it brings us. Now ads pop up here over on the left. You'll want to check that off. So now here's Mecca. I already know where the Kaaba is because I've visited it in Google Earth so many times. But we'll continue to zoom in. There it is, coming up on it. You can see it right now forming. And so that's a nice view. So we're going to take another shot of that, move it over, okay? And we're going to call this 3 because it was the 3rd place mark that we made. Now we're going to continue to zoom in. And we're coming closer and closer to the Kaaba. And we're going to make another place mark. We'll call it 4. And you're going to want 3D buildings checked. Okay. Now let's see if we can make it move around. You see how I can get it to go around a little bit? Kind of dizzying, isn't it? All right, but see, north is moving around. So now you know where north is. Let's move north just a little bit more. And let's go that way, and this way, and go this way. All right. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And we can move around. There it is again. Let's take this view. You can also hold it down. And I like that view. We're going to take that. We're going to call that, I believe it was 5 was the last one. I could be wrong. And let's move it around a little bit. Oh, that's going to be nice. If we zoom in a little bit. Nice, sweet, huh? There it is. Another place mark. 6. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And oops, I just hit an ad. Looks like. Yeah, nice. And we can add a place mark. I think it was 7. I could be wrong. And there's that. And now you may want to add a picture. If you click on photos, it should come up eventually with photos that people have taken. See? And let's take a look at this one. Okay. And we can take, and this is what it is. This is what they've seen. So, okay, and this is the Cabo right here. And if you don't want the photos, you can click photos off, and they're done. Okay, now let us go away from this because we're going also to the Dome of the Rock. So those are all the new place marks that we've put in there. And all you do is you bring it up, and wow, we really moved around a little bit, didn't we? Even I'm turned around. So let's see, there's the top of Africa. Let's go over here. And you can move the earth however you want to. This is the way I'm used to moving it around. Some of you, I'm sure, are familiar with this. And so now, the Dome of the Rock, as we know, is located in the city of Jerusalem. And there's Jerusalem came up, so it looks like I had searched it before. And here comes Jerusalem. Now here are the ads right there again. And there is Jerusalem. So let's pan out a little bit because I sort of want to have a place mark. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Good. Let's make a place mark here. And we'll call it 8. Okay. Now we'll zoom in. And we're going to be looking for the Dome of the Rock. Usually doesn't work this way, but in this particular case, I think we're going to see it pretty quickly. Or is that it? I'd say it's probably this, but I could be wrong. Let's just see. Bring it in a little bit more. I've lost my bearings, so let's pull it up a little bit. See where you are. There it is. And we can make a place mark. Let's call it 9. Okay. But you see how these have come up here? So all you have to do, whenever you want to move them, just drag them and put them right exactly where you want to put them. And here's 9. Right below 8. move 9 into temporary places. Okay. And now you zoom in. And let's see, make sure you have 3D buildings checked. You're going to zoom in. And let's do it this way. Fix it a little bit. And you see the magnificent Dome of the Rock. And you add a place mark. Let's call it 10. And you repeat the process that we did with the Kaaba. And you take a few views, and if you choose to, you can click on Photos. And now these are all of the choices that you can choose from. Let's see what this one looks like. Notice the calligraphy there, telltale sign, Arabic calligraphy. And gorgeous. And then to conclude your tour, you would fade out to give the viewer a perspective of where it is, not only in the Middle East, but the world as well. So you just bring it up, and there it is. A place mark. We'll call it 11. And we'll call it an end to the tour.